Air conditioners have been a magic for me for years until I entered engineering.
ओ भाई मारो मुझे मारो.
So today, we will learn in detail how does the air conditioners work. I will explain with simple examples so you understand it better. Air conditioner consists of an indoor and an outdoor unit. Let me tell you in brief what's inside each unit. Indoor unit houses a heat exchanger consisting of series of copper tubes wrapped with aluminum fins. This exchanger is called evaporator. Copper has high thermal conductivity, which makes it easier to be used as a heat exchanger for better flow of heat throughout the cycle. In simple terms, heat exchanger is a system which converts hot fluid or gas into cold medium and vice versa. Now, alone copper and aluminum can't be used as a heat exchanger, as to exchange heat, there must be present a medium through which the heat exchange takes place. And for this, refrigerants are used. Refrigerants or coolant plays a major role in air conditioning. It is because of refrigerants the air gets cold. Here are some properties of refrigerants. Just have a look. I will explain each as the video proceeds. A blower is installed which pushes the cold air through the copper tubes and inside the room, and a motor to drive the blower. A smell filter is placed in way of the cold air which filters the bad smell generated from copper tubings. Now let us see what's inside the outdoor unit. The outdoor unit houses the condenser coil, which is again a type of heat exchanger, a fan, compressor, and some electrical equipments. Outdoor unit is mainly considered as the hotter side. A fan is used to cool the hot refrigerant by throwing outside air onto the condenser. Condenser is a heat exchanger similar to evaporator, and as the name suggests, it is used to condense the vapor refrigerant into liquid refrigerant. A compressor is a device responsible for circulating the refrigerant throughout the air conditioner. Imagine a compressor like an injection. When we pull back the rod, air is sucked inside, and when we push the rod, the air is released at high pressure, which happens due to narrow opening of the syringe. Now let us add one more opening in the syringe, in such a way that when we pull and push the rod, only one opening is open at a time, and the corresponding opening is closed. And this is how a compressor works. From one end, the vapor refrigerant is sucked, compressed, and released at high pressure from the other end. Due to increase in pressure, the temperature of the refrigerant also increases, which happens due to gas loss. Gas loss, in simple words, states that when pressure of any system increases, its temperature also increases at the same rate. Now that we know all the parts, let us see how AC works. The principle of working here is the thermodynamic cycle called refrigeration cycle. So if you don't have any interest in thermodynamics, you will probably do after watching this video. So the main components of this cycle are compressor, evaporator, condenser, and expansion valve. Expansion valve is opposite in working of a compressor. Inside a compressor, the cold refrigerant is converted into a hot, high-pressure vapor, whereas inside an expansion valve, the hot, high-pressure vapor is expanded into a cold, low-pressure liquid. So the cycle starts with cold refrigerant or coolant entering into the compressor. Compressor compresses the vapor coolant to such a level that when it leaves, it turns into very hot, high-pressure vapor. Now this hot, high-pressure vapor travels to the condenser coils. The fan throws the outside air onto the fins, which helps in cooling of the hot refrigerant. As the coolant travels in spiral path and the fins present provides larger surface area for cooling. Here, the hot vapor refrigerant gets converted into hot liquid refrigerant. All these heat conversions are based on first law of thermodynamics, which states that you can neither create heat or any source of energy, nor you can destroy it. It only can be transferred from one form to another, which here in air conditioners is from hot to cold, and vice versa. After this phase change to liquid, the hot liquid coolant enters the expansion valve, where it gets expanded and gets converted into very cold liquid coolant. The temperature of the coolant exiting the expansion valve ranges between 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. This saturated low pressure liquid then enters the evaporator, which is the indoor unit from where the blower blows air onto the copper coils and the cold air flows into the room. Now here is where the second law of thermodynamics comes in play, which says heat flow is unidirectional. That is, it can only flow from a hot region to cold region. That is why the blower is used to force the cold air into the hot room. So during this process, the hot air from the room gets transferred to cold refrigerant, turns the refrigerant into hot superheated vapor, which is fed to the compressor inlet, and the cycle continues.